Hello and welcome to my video for the week 15 coding assignment of the front-end portion of the Promineo Tech Bootcamp. Uh, this week we were again working with React. We were learning more about function components. So that's what my project is going to showcase today, as well as some crud operations. I'm going to go ahead and read the instructions for this week's assignment. This is using the Houses API or any open API of your choice. You can find online, create a single page that allows for all four CRUD operations to be performed on a resource from an API. Create a React component or more if needed to represent the resource. Make all forms and other necessary UI pieces into their own components as reasonable. So I didn't know what this Houses API was. So what I ended up doing was that I ended up using JSON server to store my information. So you can see right here, I have a db.json. I'm gonna get into that in a bit, but here's my project. Uh, it again houses data of houses. So right here, I have a form to create a new house, and then right here, I've displayed all the houses from the JSON server database. So you can see right here, we have like 4 houses, and then right here in the db.json, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the code. So here's the app.jsx. It has a state that basically keeps track of all the houses. It first makes a request to my JSON server to get all the houses, and it sets that. So you can see initial houses list becomes this in use state, and then it returns this, which is a new house form, which is this one right here, and then a div called houses container. And right here, I map out all the houses from my houses list. So houses list.map house, and then I give it a key, and then I pass in the things that I needed to update the state. We can go to the new house form next. This one's pretty simple. It returns just a big form with all the fields that I need. And then for the on submit, it's this function called handle submit, which is right up here. It's just, I have a bit of logic for if there's an image, because you can see it says optional. Some logic for the image. If nothing is passed in, then it uses default one. Otherwise, it uses the one that people put in. It just takes in a URL. And then we have this new house to submit to server. So I create a new house with all the information from the form, and then I post it to the server using post house, which is in this request manager class that I made. So it houses all of the crud methods I use. So get houses, post houses, delete houses, and put houses. And then once it does that, it empties the form, and then we update the state so that we can see everything refresh. And then I have this edit houses form. You can't really see it right here, but once you hit this edit button, it brings it up. So this house component right here, I'm not sure if I have it. Yeah, house component also has a state, so edit mode, and it returns this. There's some other things here. They don't really need to be their own components, but I did it to make it easier for the conditional rendering. So right here, I have edit house form and house content. House content is what it is by default, and if I hit edit, then it turns into the form, and we can go to edit house form, and this is what you see here. As a function to handle submit. It just makes a new house. Again, the conditional rendering for the image, and then we use the method put house in order to change the original object that's on the server, and then we set edit mode to false so that we can go back into the other thing, into the regular like displaying the data, and then we update the houses list state. And by default, it's all of this stuff which you see right here. And yeah, that's it. That's the entire application. So you can see right here, if I want to edit something, I can just edit the name. So I can make it my name, Moses Ventura. And just to make sure that the default image works, we can just go here, delete this, press submit, and then boom, default image.